Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show! I am your host, Andrew Illy! And this is the ball of motherfucking truth, man. Episode 62. We are live. Thank you very much for joining me. Wherever you are around the world, wherever you are, you silly motherfuckers. Thank you again for joining me tonight. It's Monday night. I don't usually do this live on a Monday night, but something pissed me off over the weekend, man. And I'm going to get straight into this one. But before I do, let's plug the social medias, guys. Follow me on all social media. balloftruth_pod on X, formerly known as Twitter. And you can follow me on balloftruth.pod, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And our home is YouTube. Of course, guys, hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Or you come back for the second time or third time, fourth time. I don't give a fuck. Subscribe, man. Plenty of good shit here. Turn on that bell for all notifications and leave a comment and tell me what you thought of the game or anything you want, man, as long as it's within reason. But man, like I said, something pissed me off. It really pissed me off because I was enjoying the Blue Baggers win and I like going through X and looking at comments about the game, and then I saw one and then two and then blah, 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 blah. All these Melbourne supporters, man, I'm going to start with you. What the fuck are you crying about? And you know what they're crying about, guys? Brodie Kemp and the dangerous tackle from Van Rooyen, which got paid. And this is all they talk about, man. They think it's cost them the game. It's the worst decision of the year. I don't know, man. Have a look at them.
Sit down, you toothless fucking scum. Fuck off, you fat cunt bitch. Sit down, you toothless fucking scum. Fuck off, you fat cunt bitch. Sit down, you toothless fucking scum.
Shut up! Cry me a river, D's fans. Like the thumbnail says in the video, piss right off. You know what? You know what cost you the game? The first quarter. When we stole your soul from your body. Because that's what the Blues did, man. And we'll get into it. But this all started, and I'm going to blame Brian Taylor, BT, on commentary. When this happened, it was probably like halfway during the quarter. And Lou says in the chat, I was in grandstand and saw it as a dangerous tackle. So did I. In real time, this was a dangerous tackle, and if not, it's a ball up, nothing else to it. I don't know, man. Whatever. This was... When I watched it live as well, and I was there too, Lou, there's no way that it was anything else. And they're having a cry about it. And this, like I said, let's go back to BT, Brian Taylor, who, mind you, absolutely hates Carlton. There's no doubt about it. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He does not... All you have to do is go back to the semi-final last year against Melbourne. And when Blake Acres kicked the winning goal in what was the biggest moment in Carlton history in 29 freaking years, got us into a prelim final, all you have to do is listen to BT's tone of voice and the commentary from that goal to know that he was not happy about it. Anyway, he's gone on and said this. I think this is a classic case of deliberately putting his head into the ground. Now, if you go back and watch this tackle, and thank you, Swiss Cheese, for the comment, the truth is coming next episode. He's not on tonight. If you go back and watch this tackle, Van Rooyen, it's a good tackle, man. No doubt about it. But Brodie Kemp's knee, which no one's fucking talking about, has hit the turf And that was a good, strong tackle. He's gone into his back a bit. Brodie Kemp's knees hit the turf and at full force has hit the ground. There's no fucking way you can deliberately or want to deliberately put your head into the ground with a tackle like that. And credit Van Rooyen. It was a good tackle, man. Whatever. But his head hit the ground at the end of the day. And these dumbass Melbourne supporters, these delusional demons, think that cost them the game. What the it was 20 points of difference at that stage too. 76 to 56. But they needed an excuse, man. Any excuse will do, but it's Carlton as well. And fuck you, BT, because that creates a false narrative. And now all these mainstream media flogs who claw onto anything mainstream says, and there's a lot of them out there, they're just going to go on with this agenda, and that makes Carlton look bad. It's unfair on Kemp, who came out and defended himself yesterday, which I saw just now, literally before I went live. He shouldn't have to. Fuck off, Melbourne. We dominated the game, man, for 3.5 quarters. Like I said on the post-game reaction on Thursday night, we gave them 10 minutes of fun right at the end. There's nothing else to it, man. And they want to say that this cost them the game. Fuck off. This creates a false narrative from BT saying this stuff. Pushes his own agenda. And like I said, man, it's a chain effect and this is just toxic. Social media is so toxic. Anyway, I thought I'd let that off my chest, man, because that really annoyed me. It took away from the moment that was, which Carlton, we avoided going 3 losses in a row. We had a great performance, minus the last 10 minutes. 4 points when it was much needed, because if you look at the fixture this week, we'll get into that. But man, that was a crucial win, because we've got Swans on Friday night. And man, that is scary, because every other team in the 8 kind of has an easy game. So we need to win. We really need to win this Friday. But we also needed to win that game. So it's good to bounce back. And the response was fantastic. And let's get into the review, man. First quarter. Like I said, brilliant response after last week. We kept the D's scoreless. 5-0-30 to 0-0-0. Amazing stuff. TDK, you know what? Let's get into it, man. The umpires. Because TDK, in the first minute of the game, took a clear mark that was not given. Went up, grabbed it, ball went in the air, and he grabbed it a second time, and after he marked it, the ball was punched out of his hands, and they called play on. Everyone in the stadium was like, what the fuck just happened? We thought we were lining up for goal. There's one. Oh, don't worry, I've got the last quarter all ready for you guys. If you want to talk about umpires, I'll show you. Walsh scored the opening goal. Nice work by Cottrell on the wing. He passed to TDK, who found Walsh again running inside 50. Harry couldn't mark this one in 50, but when the ball dropped down, it was Pitternet, who shrugged off Gawn and handballed it back to the running Walsh from that wing. God, Walsh, Sam Walsh, man, does not stop running. Great finish on the right and great celebration. He's in the thumbnail tonight. Fantastic stuff. Great start. And love the celebration. Hi, Super GL. Welcome to the show. Good stuff. I like how people are getting involved in the chat. Keep it up, guys. Gawn and Pitto were going at it all game, actually. This was, in the first quarter especially. Pitto won a free for high in a ruck contest and goes back and has a great set shot from about 45 to 50 metres out. And that was awesome because Gawn and Pitto were getting stuck into each other. I think Gawn won a free kick off Pitternet earlier, and then Pitto got him back here and scored the goal. Made it 12-0. Great finish by Pitternet, and he's been great over the last 3 weeks, man. Since he came back, the first game, but ever since then, he's been really, really good. So, go the Baggers, yes. Absolutely. Ollie Hollins with a nice assist to the returning Jack Martin for the third goal. Curnow did some nice work on the wing before this with Walsh. The goal came from a centre clearance. Chera, who played a great game before getting injured, man. He was on fire and back to his best. It's really unfortunate that he got that hamstring issue again. And, God, that's like 4 in the last, I don't know how long, man. But he keeps getting those hamstring injuries. Don't know what's going on. Is that our club and our physio department not doing their job or rushing him back? I don't know, man. But he looked good. He looked really, really good, so it's a shame. Harry scored his only goal of the game in the first quarter. Cowan got the clearance inside 50. Harry on the lead, and he's been doing this all year, man. He starts at the back of the goal square and just charges forward every time we pump it inside 50. And this started from Wiedering with a spoil, and Newman picked up the crumbs, handball to Hollands, who found Cowan, who drilled it inside 50 to Harry. Harry went back, beautiful form, great goal, and that made it 24-0. Jacob Wiedering this first quarter was outstanding. All game is in my votes. Brilliant defending by all of our defenders after this. Saved the goal. Akers hung back. Elijah won a free kick, soaking up the pressure. Akers then pumped it inside 50. TDK, big mark, and should have been his second mark of the quarter, inside 50. He goes back and kicks a goal. 30-0. All single goal kickers. Standing ovation from the Blue Baggers in the crowd. We all got up and we were absolutely pumped. In the wet, in the cold. What a start. Wiedering was out of control. I lost count of how many spoils and defensive intercept marks he had on Thursday night. Mitch McGovern was awesome. We missed him bad. And I love when McGovern takes a defensive intercept mark or just gets possession in the back pocket or wherever it is, and he's so quick to play on, just moves that ball, and all our players shift automatically because he gets things going. He dictates the tempo, and we love to see that because we've been missing him and Sardi, who also does this. But Gov, very good stuff, man. Matty Kennedy, Chugger, Bam Bam, shut out Petrarca this first quarter, which would lead to their comeback because Petrarca was sent forward. And we'll get into it. Like I said, standing ovation after the first quarter, 30-0. Second quarter, Elijah Hollands cut off a pass, went wide to Charlie Curnow, who had Harry Mackay sprinting to the goal square, but Charlie had the peace of mind and patience, and that Harry run created so much space for Owies to just head into that little pocket around 45 out, and Charlie, instead of going long to Harry, the predictable pass, brilliant, quick thinking and instincts, go straight to Owies on the lead about 40 metres out. Brilliant stuff by Charlie Curnow here, and I thought Charlie had a way better game this week. He's had a couple of rough ones and a couple of hard conditions and tough opponents. Super GL says the Baggers are going to win the flag easily. I hope so. I really do. I've had dreams of this shit, man. I've had so many dreams that we've won it, and I really hope that this is the year. And deep down, I believe it, man. I believe we can go all the way. But we've got to tidy a few things up, and we've got to learn how to kill games, which we'll get to. That goal made it 36-0. Always went back and went bang! Straight through the middle. McGovern misread an inside 50 by the Ds. He went back with a flight, but the ball dropped short, which led Petrarca to mark it, who went forward because Kennedy completely shut him out. So Petrarca went forward, mark, goal, gave it straight back, which I hate when we score and then the opposition scores straight away. But 95 will respect itself, absolutely. I was 8 years old, I think. 7 or 8 years old when that was, and I still remember where I was when I watched it, and I loved every second of it. But now, after 29 years, nothing will mean more than a Blue Baggers flag after all the heartache. Jesus, over the last 20 years. Petrarca missed one. He probably should have scored, but then found space again on the lead, marking a goal. He kicked his second, made it 36-13. I Who have we got here? Then, after this goal, we're probably 23 points up, yep. We were all over the Ds for the next 10, 15, maybe 10 minutes, I reckon. We had so many chances here in this little passage of play where we really should have buried a massive lead. But where is the truth? You are Swiss. The truth is back. I was going to get him on for this episode, but I couldn't get him on. He'll be on next episode. The truth will be back next week. We were all over the Ds, man. Had many chances. Cripps finally scored a goal after all this hard work from the Blues. A great roving goal. Small forward type goal. And finally, the pressure paid off. It was Ollie Hollins who kicked it inside 50. TDK and Charlie went up for the mark. And Cripps read this play so beautifully, man. He saw it spill out the back and kept running. He didn't stop. Ended up with a ball. Little goal out the back. Love it. Good stuff by Cripper. Love when Cripper scores goals. Captain goals. And right after this, Pitternet out of the ruck. Kicked it inside 50 himself. Cripps on the mark on the 50. And a quick little chip pass to Owies. And Owies went back and bang, scored his second, which extended the lead by 37 points. It was 50-13 at that stage. And then the last goal in the quarter came from a turnover, which was Cowan who gave away a silly free kick and Melbourne kicked the goal. So the score at halftime was 8-2-50 to 3-1-19. And Cripper is better than Dacos. Whew, I'll get myself into trouble with the Maggie supporters there, but right now, Cripps is the beast, man. He's unbelievable. And it's a hard comparison, those two. But Nick is fantastic as well. We've got to give him credit. But I love Cripper. Cripper's number one. Pitto had a very nice half, I thought. He's been brilliant. We spoke about him earlier. I feel like we could have been up a little more here. We really should have. Maybe at least in the 40-50 mark. Because we were dominating, man. Melbourne, the goals they scored, they were very hard to come by. Our defence was amazing, and that was all Jacob Wiedering, McGovern, Boyd. All those boys were in there doing very good stuff. So halftime, we led by 31 points. Guys, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water because my mouth is so dry. My apologies. Third quarter. Great start. Charlie Curnow goal. Off the bounce in the middle. Clearance by Cripps. Picked up by Jack Martin. Found Charlie. Little fucking bang around the corner. Love it. Great start. Pickett. And this happened again when Melbourne answered straight back. Pickett answered with a goal. Similar goal to the one we just kicked with Charlie out of the middle. It was Gawn to Sparrow to Pickett. Little goal, bang. Literally within 20 seconds, they got that goal back. Fried me a little, that one. Moments later, Charlie Curnow, inside 50. Put our small forwards to work off a marking contest. Swarmed the defender McDonald. Kennedy with great strength. Buried him to the ground. Found Owies with a little handball. And that was number 3 for Owies. That was, Matty Owies' third goal of the game. So we answered back there. Akers won a superb one-on-one in defence against Petrarca. Ended up as a rush behind, but it was a certain goal to Melbourne there. And that was off a Newman mistake. Very rare Newman mistake. But Akers did brilliantly to save that goal. But then Petrarca with another goal right after this. It was actually a wonder goal off a throw-in. Out of nothing. Hollins couldn't hold the tackle enough. And that made it 64-33. After this, the bounce. Chera with a clearance. Inside 50. Ball spills out the back. Charlie read it best out the back and has check side bananaed this one. Bang! Goal. And that one made it 70-33. Right foot banana. We love it. And right after this, Chera went off with a hamstring injury. So that absolutely sucked. Do you think that always says, oh, when he stubs his big toe? Swiss cheese, you are cooked, mate. He probably does. Yeah, Quince. Yes, so Chera got injured after this, guys, and that was a shame because I thought he was doing fantastic work. Hewitt was our sub who came on, and I don't mind it, man, because it changes things up. And Vossi said before the game everyone would get their goal as a sub, pretty much. Pitternet also fucked his finger up. I don't know what happened. I think it was this finger here. And he's actually out this week. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he had to have surgery on this finger, and he won't play against the Swans. So TDK and Harry are going to have to do some rucking here. Steve in the chat. Hello, Stevie. I am fried, yes. Stevie, everyone check his channel out. Stephen Farah Photography, doing some brilliant work over there, and he's helped me with his channel, so check out Steve. Steve, put a link in there if you want. Right, where are we? Pitto injured his finger. Chera got injured. Chincotta, goal-saving tackle on Pickett. What a great chase this was by Chincotta. Beautiful tackle. Certain goal there. Saved on Pickett. Boyd, moments later, got caught holding the ball, but Chandler missed. And Petrarca found Fritz, who cut the lead finally for them. 70-41. One of the easier goals D's would score, that one. We look tired. And this moment, if the D's fans want to crap on about this bullshit Kemp thing, which is absolute rubbish, and in real time, it's a free kick any day of the week, this one is way worse, man. McGovern, with a clear mark inside defensive 50, it's either a mark or a free kick because his arms got absolutely chopped, but it was a mark, not paid, and nothing given here. Petrarca just ran on and kicked the goal. But nah, they don't want to talk about this shit. Fucking crybabies. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Seriously. Absolute rubbish umpiring there. And they should never have kicked that goal. And that made it 22 points. Yeah. Pitternet, with 30 seconds to go, also should have got a free kick right after this for holding the ball. But no, they didn't give it. So the 3-quarter time score was 11-4, 70-7-6, 48. 22-point lead to the Blues. Always had 3 goals at this point, and that's the second week in a row that he's scored 3 goals. Walsh was everywhere. Cripps had a little bit of a quietish quarter. And that's pretty much it, man. We're in control. We're in total control at this point. Let's get to the last quarter where everything happened. Do you think Chincotta likes nice pancotta? Or is he a Pavlova type of man? He's a ricotta type of man. You see what I did there? Ravioli with a bit of spinach and ricotta. Chincotta. Love it. I love Chincotta. He's freaking awesome. Last quarter. This is where everything freaking happened, man. And it's so confusing as to how we let this happen, but this is back to my point that I mentioned on the post show that we really need to kill off games. We need to learn how to kill teams off. Now, always did brilliantly to keep this ball in the forward pocket. He's literally on his hands and knees, and he's got the ball in his hands. Somehow got up, sneaky little handball to TDK, who gave a centering ball. Ball was loose with about 15 metres out. Durden finally picks it up. Quick handball to Hewitt, and Hewitt's gone bang with his right foot. Our first and only goal of the quarter, which ended up being the match winner. Brilliant by George Hewitt, who came on as a sub. After this, Petrarca had a miss, with usually scores those ones. Kemp and Weeders should have spoilt a Petty mark. They didn't, but Petty missed. Another chance missed for the D's. Always got caught holding the ball when he didn't even have it. And you can literally lip read him here. And even if he did, it wasn't holding the ball. So free kick to the D's. Absolute rubbish. Moments later, Windsor caught holding the ball, not given. Worse than the Always one. Way worse. Here's all these decisions that didn't go our way. So if Melbourne want to keep talking about Kemp, fuck off. Free kick against Jack Martin for Howes holding each... Oh, Jack Martin and Howes were holding each other. This was ridiculous. So the free kick went to Melbourne again, which was rubbish. At the halfway point, we're in control. We're defending well. It's 76-50 here. We left Petrarca by himself. Lapse in concentration by the Blues. He found Van Rooyen, who kicked the goal to make it a 20-point game with 8 minutes and 50 left. It was 76-56. We were just too slow to get back here, and we got punished for it. Lazy entries after this. We started winning clearances. We were still on top, in control, but our entries were tired, lazy kicks, and it was like we just wanted this game to finish, and that's what it felt like. We're just like, hurry up, time's ticking. But here is the Kemp one. This happened right now, where it was 20 points of difference, and people are still whinging and sooking over it. And when BT's like, he deliberately putting his head into the ground, shut up. And we spoke about it, so we're not going to cover it too much. There was 8 minutes left at this point. It was a free kick in real time. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Cry me a river, D's fans, you delusional dumbbats. Moments later, Petrarca scored a goal. Cottrell was being held moments before this. He was running on the 50, gathered a loose ball, handballed it because he knew he was going to get tackled. The Melbourne player still tackled him, completely swung his hips away. And there's a plane going, so I'm sorry about that noise if you can hear it. Completely swung his hips around, not given. And then I think it was Viney who passed it to Petrarca for the goal. Another free kick not given to the Blues. So Melbourne fans can't say shit. Simple as that. And, yep, that made it... what was the score there? Here we go. Viney. Oh, man. Before this one kind of started the comeback. And this was when Viney slid in and tapped the ball inside to, I think, was it Van Rooyen who scored the goal? Let's have a look. No, it was Windsor with a soccer goal. So we should have completely killed this ball off. The ball came, it was a shot from someone. It came trickling and bouncing towards the goal line, and we had 3 players around it just running back thinking the ball was going to go over the line. Viney, to his credit, sprinted his ass off to get this ball and tap it inside the goal square. We're just like, what the fuck? Where did he come from? And then Windsor scored the soccer goal. So that made it 77-64. Petrarca, the one that Cottrell should have got a free kick on, made it 77-70. So the D's are getting on a little bit of a roll here, and things are getting nervous. We're all thinking, what the fuck is going on? Cripps, caught holding the ball. Whilst on his knees, he hardly had the ball for even a second. And they penalised Cripper for this one. Another bullshit free kick. And after this, Petrarca threw Newman to the ground. I know they were holding each other, but it was clear as daylight free kick not given to Newman. Harry, no free kick in the back. All this stuff was happening when it was about 77-70 here. My whole point is, Melbourne fans are going to go on about the stupid Kemp thing, where I've named and said about 7 free kicks that didn't go our way. And just shut the fuck up. Arthur's in the chat saying he got a haircut today at 5:30. Yes, I did. Because I said on my post show that the beard would be gone, and it is. So I look fresh. Yep. We definitely panicked a little bit towards the end, Stevie. And it was just fatigue and tiredness kicking in. But anyway, after all these bullshit free kicks not given, Rivers found Gawn from 55 metres out. Gawn has launched it with 40 seconds to go. It is a 1-point ball game. And I'm thinking, surely not, man. No way. We have done way too much good stuff in this game to lose this game. It would have felt like the biggest injustice in history. But we gave them a 10-minute period where the umpires didn't help, so piss off Melbourne. And they got on a run, man. And we were tired, and we just wanted that final siren. Last centre bounce. Pitternet actually won the tap. But it went straight to Rivers, who booted it off the ground. Akers, it's fallen a little bit short for him, so he's missed the mark. Ball's gone behind him. Akers has dropped the mark, has sprinted back. Great recovery to earn a little bit of a pressure spoil here. And the ball's gone out of bounds inside Melbourne's forward 50 with about 20 seconds to go. Ball gets thrown in. Somehow Petrarca gets loose. He's about to sprint into the centre and kick a goal here. But Newman and Cripps, ball! Holding the ball. And it is game over. Cripper should have got the credit for this tackle. Brilliant stuff. It was around 30 metres out and Petrarca would have kicked this goal. The way the game was going, he would have kicked it. So great stuff by Patrick Cripps, the captain, and Nick Newman. They speared him to the ground. Game over. Blue Baggers by a point. Final score was 12-5-77 to 11-10-76. Blues by a point. Great stuff, Baggers. And that was it, man. That was it. D's fans, are you going to keep whinging now after I just named all those free kicks that we should have got in the last quarter? I don't think so. Get over it. Blue Baggers deserve to win. That's it. Simple as that, man. Guys, that's the game. And we've got Sydney on Friday night to look forward to. Top of the table clash. Let's have a look at the ladder. And we've got Sydney on top, flying at the moment. They pounded Fremantle in Perth. So they're going to be fresh as a daisy on Friday night at the SCG. And we're sitting 7th with a decent percentage. Collingwood just behind there. The Bombers are 3rd. How about the Bombers? Great stuff by them. They beat the Giants. And so basically from 4th to 8th, 2 points decides that. Many teams on 24 there. And yeah, man, it just makes Friday a massive, massive game because, like I said, all the other fixtures are in the top 8's favour. So we need to somehow try and beat the Swannies. We will go live after the game again. And let's see what happens, man. There's going to be a few changes, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Also, fried reference was to Swiss cheese, not you. Thanks, Stevie. Swiss cheese has been a member of this chat, and no one knows who he is. He's a mysterious man. He's a sick man, but he's always in there trolling, and I love it. And what have we got in the comments here? What is your 2 cents on Harry Mackay looking like a drop by Mr. Price? Get this guy out of here, mate. Weenus, I think Sardi's back in about 2 or 3 weeks, and I don't want to see him rushed back because our history with injuries and hamstrings gets to me, man. I really hope he's all right, but I don't want to rush him back, but I do want him back really soon, and hopefully he's fit and firing because we do miss him big time. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me, guys. Of course, again, if you like the show, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're back again or if you're here for the first time. Get on that stuff. Turn the bell for all notifications and follow me on all social media. The links are in the description, guys. I'm out of here. Enjoy your Monday night. It's going to be an interesting week. We've got Sydney on Friday and we'll go live again. I'll try and drop a preview before then. I'm out of here. I love you all. Adios. Goodbye. Subscribe, man.